Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to take a look at the Tucson XRT finished in the deep sea blue metallic, which I think might be one of the best colors available with the XRT. Now the Tucson is going to be mostly a carryover for 2024 from its introduction in 2022. Now full disclaimer, this vehicle behind me is a 2023 model year XRT. However, the only changes for 2024 are the addition of a black headliner and the black pillar trim around the interior. Otherwise, it's going to be the exact same packaging as seen behind me. I did want to make this video with the vehicle behind me because really they are a little bit hard to come by in terms of the XRT trim level, and you don't see them too often, especially here in the deep sea blue, which is actually the first one I've actually seen in person in this color. So I just want to shoot this video, but full disclaimer, that's the only thing that did change for 2024. Now, in addition to this, every 2024 Tucson does receive more standard safety equipment, including the rear seatbelt pretensioners, the rear side airbags, as well as the steering wheel haptic feedback, which overall improves the standard safety equipment across the board here on the Tucson. So great to see that Hyundai is improving the safety systems across the lineup here in the Tucson. Now, there is a small price increase of $300 for 2024, which brings the starting MSRP for the all-wheel drive XRT to $36,910. So with all that information in mind, let's not waste any more time. Take a look at what the XRT all-wheel drive has to offer for just over $37,000. Now the Tucson in front of us is finished in the deep sea blue metallic exterior with the black H-Tex leatherette interior. Now, like I said, I have not seen too many Tucsons finished in this exterior color, and it is a very nice metallic blue, as you can see here in the sunlight. It is on the darker side of things, but not nearly as dark as the Moonlight Cloud available with the Palisade, and not quite as bright as the Stormy Sea found on the Santa Fe. So it's kind of in between those two blues, but still you can really see the pop of color, especially in the sunlight. Now at the front end of the XRT, you're going to find mostly the same front end design as that of some of the other trim levels such as the SE and SCL on the Tucson, with the gray metallic front grille with the chrome Hyundai emblem. LED lighting is standard across the board at the front end with your LED daytime running lights, LED turn signals, as well as your LED reflector low and high beam headlamps. And there is a little bit of an air curtain to help direct air around the outside of the vehicle for better aerodynamics and fuel efficiency. Now, the one big difference with the XRT is going to be the different trim on the lower side, the body cladding on the sides, as well as the rear bumper design. So here at the front end, the lower half of the front bumper is just going to be a little bit more aggressive to give it that more rugged off-road look. But overall, there's going to be a lack of the silver trim, and this is replaced by all of this kind of rugged looking black plastic. And there is your smart cruise control sensor found over there behind the black plastic rectangle. Now, coming around to the side, once again, you're going to find more aggressive body cladding versus that of the standard Tucson, which around the wheel arches, you can see the different textures they give it that wraps into the lower doors, where you find the standard side steps on the XRT. And then once we get out back, you'll see the differences as well. Now, coming to the wheels and tires, these are going to be the XRT specific 19-inch alloy wheel finished in a satin black design. It is fairly closed in, so you can't really see the brake caliper or anything behind the wheel, just given the overall design. And this is wrapped in the same 235/55 19-inch Michelin Primacy AS all-season tire. So once again, this is the exact same tire found with the other 19-inch wheels in the Tucson lineup, so no difference in terms of the all-terrain. Now, coming to the mirror caps, these are going to be gloss black metallic. I know it looks kind of blue depending on which angle you're looking at, but these are going to be gloss black. With your LED turn signal integration on the outside, no cameras or LED puddle lights because this does not have the surround view camera system. They are going to be heated and do have blind spot detection, however. Now, coming along to the door handles, you do have body color door handles with Hyundai Digital Key 1 for Android compatible devices, or of course your regular proximity entry. And here from the side of the Tucson, you can see a lot of the changes for the XRT, including the addition of the side steps down below, the gloss black trim that wraps across the top portion of the windows, which is normally a silver accent with the regular Tucson. And that also includes the B and C pillar trims finished in the gloss black as well. The addition of the crossbars are standard on every XRT mounted to the side rails. Of course, you can get these as an additional dealer installed accessory if you would like, with the roof rails installed on any other Tucson, but those do come standard with every XRT. And overall, just a more darker finish here on the outside compared to some of the other regular trims. Now out back, you will find the same lighting setup as the SCL Convenience with your LED brake lights and running lights up top, and down below your turn signals, which are going to be incandescent along with your reverse lights. You'll find a lot of the same accent textures as the regular Tucson, with the kind of silver chrome trim that runs across the middle. However, this portion specifically right here above the tow hitch is going to be specific to the XRT, again, to match the front end design, just giving it a little bit more rugged look. There is your standard tow hitch with the XRT package. Again, a dealer installed accessory you can put on most other Tucsons, but that does come specific with the XRT package. There's your badging below the Tucson on the tailgate, along with your rear backup camera. H-Track all-wheel drive is going to be optional on XRT, so it comes in both front and all-wheel drive. And there is the chrome Hyundai emblem here on the rear glass, and you might be wondering, where is the rear wiper? Well, of course, that is going to be integrated up into the rear spoiler on every Tucson, which again is good for keeping snow and ice free from the wiper and using it in the winter time here in the Midwest. So that's a look at the exterior of the XRT. You guys will have to let me know down in the comment section below what you think of it, specifically the wheel designs, which maybe a love it or hate it type of deal depending on your preferences, but overall it looks very sharp and good in this deep sea blue. So let's go ahead and take a look at the window sticker, see exactly how this one is equipped before we jump onto the interior. So take a quick look at the window sticker. The XRT is based upon the SEL convenience package, so it's going to have most of the same features as that trim level, with the addition of the XRT specific appearance, as well as the rear tow hitch and the cross rails up top. Now it is worth noting the XRT does not come with any sunroof, nor the smaller standard or the panoramic type, so this is no sunroof, but outside it is going to be the same. This one does have a few additional optional accessories on it, which brings the total MSRP to $37,120, including destination. Another small item to note is that these are actually built in Korea versus that of most of the other Tucsons available in the United States, outside of the hybrid or plug-in hybrids, which are built down in Montgomery, Alabama. So it is interesting to see that these are actually built in Korea, specific for the XRT, but I guess that's just where all the parts and some of the other accessories are available from. Now take a look on the interior. The XRT is only going to come with the black H-Tex leatherette, so if you don't want the black interior, the XRT is probably not going to be the one you want to get. But starting out here on the door panel, you do have the more premium door cards available with the Tucson, with the soft touch upper, the gloss black trim that wraps into the dashboard, and the more premium armrest with the accent stitching and the cloth insert on the back side. Gloss black around the window switches with your power windows, mirrors, and locks with automatic front 2 windows. Satin chrome door handle pull with a good amount of storage in the lower door pocket with your LED ambient lighting inside. And this has the standard 6-speaker audio system. Of course, if you do get the top limited or the N line, that will come with the upgraded Bose. Coming to the driver's seat, this is going to be your power driver's seat with 2-way power lumbar. And once again, those are the black H-Tex interior, which is a very good material. I really do like it. It is a great alternative to the normal leather. So here on the inside of the XRT, this is going to be overall very similar to that of the SEL convenience trim level minus the power sunroof. So in front of the driver, you're going to find a 10.25-inch fully digital and configurable gauge cluster controlled here on the right side of the steering wheel. This does change themes with your drive mode. So cycling through the drive modes, you have normal, sport, smart, and snow drive modes with the all-wheel drive. And in the center, this is the part where you can configure with the controls on the steering wheel. I have some of these safety systems up right now. You can toggle to put your digital speed readout, some of your trip and MPG information. You can put the built-in navigation up here as well. And lastly, you can view the tire pressures as well as the all-wheel drive, among a few other items. So overall, very handy display, very high resolution, and I do like how it is implemented into the dashboard. Coming back to the steering wheel, this is going to be leather wrap with black accent stitching, silver trim along with your chrome Hyundai logo on the airbag, gloss black and silver buttons with your audio multimedia on the left, cruise control and other safety systems here on the right. This does have smart cruise control with lane follow assist, which is very handy. Automatic headlights with auto high beam assist, regular wiper stock here on the right. To the left of the steering wheel, you have your gauge illumination, power trunk, traction control off. This does have a manual tilt telescopic steering column. And across the dashboard, it's just going to be mostly textured hard touch plastics, which is pretty typical for this segment. And coming over to the infotainment system, this is the larger 10.25-inch with built-in navigation, which means wired Android Auto, wired Apple CarPlay. Still, unfortunately, Hyundai hasn't released any more information as to whether or not these systems will be capable of being updated in the future, but hopefully we'll have more information on that sometime later this year. Now this does have Sirius XM, AM, FM, USB, Bluetooth inputs as well. Hyundai driver profiles, like I mentioned, built-in navigation, and all of your other functionality. This does come with BlueLink Plus for 2024 models and newer, This one being a 2023 does not have it, but it still comes with 3 years of complimentary included trial for smartphone integration, remote start, and all of the functions that BlueLink does offer. So do keep that in mind. That is one difference between 2023 and 2024, but as a whole, I really do like this infotainment. And along with that, it does come with all of your touch sensitive controls below that, with the shortcuts for the multimedia and your dual zone automatic climate control. Below that, USB-A inputs for charging and data with a 12-volt outlet. There's your wireless charger and Hyundai digital keypad along this vertical portion right here. Slightly different layout versus some of the other trim levels in the Tucson lineup, depending on whether or not you get the more traditional gear select or the push button digital gear select for the transmission. So that kind of changes the layout over here, but still have your wireless charging and digital keypad. There's some more gloss black trim around the 2 large cup holders. Behind the shifter, you do have your all-wheel drive center differential lock to send power 50-50 front and rear, hill descent control, auto hold, electronic parking brake, engine stop start on off, as well as you can pull up your backup camera and take a look at that at any time. Heated front seats, no heated steering wheel, no ventilated seats, and there's your soft touch padded armrest with a good amount of storage inside, no ports or lights in there. Up top, you will find the gray headliner. Like I mentioned, this is the change for 2024. So this, instead of being light gray with this pillar trim on the side for the A, B, and C pillars, will now be a black textured headliner with the black plastics on the side. So do keep that in mind. The N line already came with this, but the XRT is now getting it for 2024. There's your vanity illumination. It does have an auto dimming interior rearview mirror without garage home link, BlueLink SOS, and overhead incandescent lighting because this does not come with a power sunroof. All Tucsons that do come with a sunroof do come with the LED overhead lighting, which to me is certainly an upgrade, and a little bit unfortunate that Hyundai doesn't include LED lighting without the sunroof. So there you can see just a normal roof design. This is the most fully loaded Tucson you can get without a sunroof. So if you're looking for that, then this is definitely the way to go. Now take a look at the back seat. The materials on the door panels are going to fall through for the most part. So you do have the more premium door cards with the hard touch plastics on the upper, still the nice padded armrest with the gloss black trim. Seating materials are going to be the same, and every Tucson does have the manual reclining rear seats, which is great for getting more comfortable on longer road trips via this lever on the left and right side. Step in height is going to be very easy given the overall ride height and door design. And there's a quick look at the front dashboard. And in terms of rear amenities, you do get AC vents as well as 2 USB-A charge ports, map nets on both of the front seats. Seats do recline 60-40 split, as well as do have a center armrest with 2 cup holders integrated. And you do have your ultrasonic rear occupant alert up top, which does notify you via the BlueLink app, as well as sound the horn and lights on the outside if it detects movement inside the cabin and you are not around. So as a whole, very spacious rear seat with several inches behind my rough driving position, tons of footroom down below, and headroom is going to be very good as well, with at least 3 or 4 inches of headroom here in the upright position for the seat backs. Now in terms of cargo capacity behind these second row seats, this is where the Tucson does excel for the compact class of SUV. So very spacious behind the second row seats. On the left side, you do have a little light as well as a 12-volt outlet. You can fold down the seat on the left side here, and the right side is going to be here on the passenger side. Little cubbies on either side with all of your tie-down points for cargo. And beneath the floor, you do have your temporary spare tire with a little bit of additional storage space on the left and right side. So good to see that this does come with a temporary spare. I know that is something that people do look for in vehicles these days, and the Tucson certainly does have it. So as a whole, a good amount of car capacity in the Tucson, and one of the larger in the compact segment. And finally, wrapping up here on the passenger front seat, you're going to find a 4-way manual seat, so no height adjustment, unfortunately. Same materials, of course, with a better look at the front dashboard here. Little cloth accent up top. Glove box is going to be damped and does have a little LED light inside. Very usable size. You can see all of your owner's manuals and stuff in there. So yeah, that's a look of the XRT on the interior. Let's go ahead and pop the hood, see what powers this Tucson, and then we'll go ahead and wrap up this video. So under the hood of this particular Tucson, in most of the standard Tucsons, you're going to find the 2.5 liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine paired to an 8-speed torque converted automatic. Now this engine puts out 187 horsepower and 178 pound-feet of torque either through the front wheels only or all four wheels via all-wheel drive. So this is going to be the least powerful Tucson in the lineup, but overall it is nice to be available with all-wheel drive. So that's going to do it for this quick video on the 2023/2024 Hyundai Tucson XRT. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and or found something helpful as usual. If you did, make sure to hit that like button below. Greatly helps out the channel on these videos. Subscribe if you guys are not already subscribed, and make sure to stay tuned for additional content coming, not only for the Tucson lineup, but other Hyundai stuff as well as the 2024 models make their way onto dealership lots. Now, as far as my quick thoughts on the XRT in specific, well, I think it's in a tough spot in the Tucson lineup, mostly due to the price point. Now, like I said, it is a great option if you really do not want any sort of sunroof for the Tucson lineup. This is the most fully loaded one you can get without either the smaller standard sunroof or the panoramic type, of course, that come on the upper trims. So if you want like the H-Tex interior, the nicer infotainment system, heated front seats, and a bunch of other stuff, then this is definitely the one you want to get without the sunroof. But if you're looking at the value standpoint for features options that you're getting for about $36,000 to $37,000, well, it is hard to argue with the standard SL convenience package or even the hybrid SL convenience, as that one does add the panoramic sunroof. So as a whole, a little bit tricky in terms of the overall price point and the feature set that you're looking for. So I'm not going to say it's the best value in the lineup as far as the Tucsons go, because I think that's definitely the standard SEL convenience or the hybrid SEL convenience. But I still think it is a very good option if you want more of the different exterior styling and appearance available with the Tucson in general. Now let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Do you think the Tucson XRT is a worthy option for about $36,000 to $37,000, or is there something else in the lineup that you would rather have? I'm definitely interested to hear your thoughts. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video as always, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.